sit back and relax. That's right. You're listening to The Bob and Katie Show.
Welcome, everybody, to The Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. And we are in Fayetteville, North Carolina at Casa de Counter with...
Megan.
And Morgan.
Did I get you right in a burp? Welcome to the show. Okay, so I have a topic I want to talk about. Katie and I talked about this the other night, and I feel dumb for not recording it. So I thought maybe we could do it as a group. This is the first time we've had 4 people on the show at the same time.
It is. I'm an avid listener.
I don't listen to it.
I'm going to mute your mic. So, here we go. You guys ever thought about joining the circus?
Clowns scare me.
She is absolutely terrified of clowns.
Circus
Have
is
you seen the Poltergeist movie on TV?
The Poltergeist?
The new Poltergeist movie?
No.
With the clown?
You know, in
like
the
his
original...
nose is rolling around the floor, and then it connects to his face, and he jumps at the little kid.
That ain't happening.
Not even happy clowns. Nothing's good. Like, I want to take the kids to the circus, and she refuses to go. You could not pay her $1 million to go.
We'll go with you.
I want to go to the circus.
Yeah.
To the circus.
The
I was
jerkis?
going to get it out.
She's thinking about the jerky.
Circus.
The jerky.
The jerky, the 17 pounds of jerky.
There's 17 pounds of jerky in my trunk. Okay, so let's pretend like we have a circus with no clowns.
Okay.
Well, that's
Okay.
not going to happen. But
Shh, Katie.
For the sake of letting Megan take part in the conversation, there's no clowns in
No
this
clowns.
circus. So within a year, we're bankrupt. So just for a short period of time, we're going to be in this circus.
I don't know. I think there's a big market for people who don't like clowns. There's a lot of people who
There
don't
are
like
a
clowns.
lot of people. I have many friends.
I mean, we
that
could be
are
on to
terrified.
something new here.
Okay, nobody steal our idea about the Clownless Circus. It's copyrighted 2015, The Bob and Katie Show, Clownless Circus. Now, all we got to do is just wait for somebody to invent that. Because nobody,
You have to
like
pay
we've
for-
got a
you've gotta
lot of
pay for the
listeners,
copyright for that.
but not that many. You know what I mean? So it's going to be invented, and then we're like, hey,
I guarantee
that was our idea.
there's like a lot of people that's going to hear this and go, man, that's a good idea because clowns kind of freak me out too.
Clowns terrify me.
So we've got our circus with no
I
clowns.
like making it awkward sometimes, just like stare at her and don't talk. And then she goes, yeah, that's how I feel about
I just
that.
suggest if you ever want to mess with her, don't ever do clowns because she will literally go off the deep end. There'll be no more Megan.
We saw some clowns at a flea market or something. We were together because I remember seeing it and I was like, we should get Megan this. Or was that me and you?
It was you and me.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
and
was like, I don't remember this at all.
It was the Fancy Flea. We were at the Fancy Flea. Yeah, it was a whole like stockpile of little miniature clowns, and I was like, we should buy these and
like
just
little.
I
stick 'em.
have
The only exception is the
4
clowns she has
clowns
up there.
on my shelf from my Meemaw. But she died, so I got them.
Your Meemaw? Mm-hmm. Did she call you Moon Pie?
No, she died, Bobby. Dang.
No more moon pie.
No more.
She didn't call me Moon Pie. She called me Megan.
She called me Megan. I thought it was Megan.
It is Megan.
You said Megan.
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 You got excited and said Megan.
I
She
get
called me Megan.
I get excited a lot.
Where are we at? Clownless circuses. Okay, so I did a little bit of studying. And what was the name of the circus? The big one.
The Ringling Brothers.
Ringling Brothers?
Barnum
And
Bailey.
Barnum Bailey Circus. So one of the only circuses left that travel by train. They live on the
You
train.
mean Cirque du Soleil doesn't do it
That's not it's not really a circus.
I didn't really-
They're like acrobats.
See, when I kind
What do you
of
think a circus is? It's all acrobatic.
No.
And then a bunch of clowns running around.
no, not our circus.
Oh, yeah.
Clownless Circus. Remember?
We're talking standard, what?
Bob and Katie Show,
three-ring
2015.
Circus.
Clownless Circus.
No clowns.
Excuse me.
So I'm lost. It's hard to do a show with 4 people. It's like so easy to just. What was I talking about? Clownless Circus.
Your circus.
One of the only ones that is left. When I dig for stuff, it's not for very long periods of time, so I didn't go that deep.
You
So
just grazed it?
Don't be probing me for
grazed the
questions.
topic?
Yeah. There's a circus with a train. We're just going to say that. But they live on it, so they don't have to pay rent. And because they live on a train and travel that way, they don't have cars either. So there's no car payments, there's no rent, there's no electricity bills, you got food. And then your room is like the size of this table we're recording at. Like when you're laying on the bed,
I'm claustrophobic.
you can touch.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
So Megan's not joining the circus.
Have you seen the elevator? You think about claustrophobic, it just rang a bell. The elevator that has the LCD floor. And when people get on it, looks
and
like the bottom
floor
drops out.
Yes.
that would terrify me.
Elevator.
Oh
doors.
my
yes.
gosh.
The people
Those are
on the
my
video
favorite.
just freak out. It's hilarious.
So you have no rent, no electricity, all those bills are gone. The starting out pay is around $300 a week, which isn't a lot of money until
if you
you
have
take
no
into
bills.
consideration that there's no bills.
It's like $9 an hour.
Yeah, so I was like, if me and Katie joined the circus and we both got paid $300 a week and I didn't have the bills that I have now, I'd probably be in better shape.
But what would you do? You have to be talented to be in a circus.
You could be a clown, but so we're gonna clown the
Clown the
circus.
circus,
So I guess I'm gonna pick up after the animals or something.
You could be the ringmaster.
Scoop the shit.
I don't think you come in being the ringmaster. I think that's like
Oh
blood.
yeah, you gotta work your way up the.
Like those are
You must have really read into this more than you say you
Those
do, because
are-
I know nothing about that.
those are
whatsoever.
like the ringmasters.
You
are
could
normally
ride on
like
the
family.
elephant.
Those are ladies. She wants to ride on the elephant.
You could ride
I
on
would
the
ride
elephant.
an elephant in a heartbeat.
Have you ever ridden an elephant?
No, I haven't, but it sounds like fun.
I have at the circus in Wilmington.
Oh, really?
Years and years and
I've
years.
never-
Did they
have you
when I was a
touched
kid.
one?
I don't know
I
about
don't think
now.
I've ever touched an elephant.
You've never touched an elephant?
No.
It's like really hairy leather.
I mean, not that I can remember.
Katie's touched a giraffe.
I did. I fed a giraffe.
And they're
it ate out of
absolutely
my
solid.
hand.
Yeah, we tried to do that a couple times.
Its
It
lips
didn't
were like
happen.
tickly.
Nobody can see that at all.
I know.
I think that's funny every time I hear that. I'm like, Katie, nobody can see you.
Because I'm always I'm
Animated?
talking and I'm doing all kinds of stuff, and he's like, nobody can see that. I do it all the time.
I feel like this circus conversation's going nowhere, and it's because of you. No clowns. I'm claustrophobic.
That's the biggest,
I want to be
that-
cremated.
And then she's like, "What are you gonna do?" I don't know what I'm gonna do because you took all the clowns away.
Well, it's clowns, elephants, trapeze, lion tamer.
Yeah.
That's all you really think about when you think about circus.
You could be a lion tamer, just don't fall down because they'll eat you.
Tigers. I've learned that. I did dig into that.
What about lions? Lions don't kill things that fall down?
I just said don't ask me questions. I didn't hit that deep.
What
Let
is
me
it? Just tigers, or is it?
No, tigers is the one I read about. I don't know what the deal is with lions. So,
I want to do the tigers.
who's the famous people?
I love
that?
Katie.
Siegfried and Roy?
Siegfried and Roy, and one of
One
them.
of them get attacked?
Right. So this is what happens with tigers when you have a trainer. It's almost like the tigers don't know that they can take you.
Right.
Yeah.
So you build a respect, right? And they don't
With the
know,
whip?
but they want to because they're wild animals. I mean, it's a wild animal. What they do is if you trip or fall or become unstable, the tiger goes, they're vulnerable.
Yeah. See you as prey.
So
I need to
Siegfried,
pick off the weakest one
Which
out
one?
of the
You're
herd.
the weakest link. Goodbye.
which one got bit? Was it Siegfried or Roy?
I don't know.
We're going to say Siegfried. So he was doing the magic trick, right? And apparently stumbled. And when he started to fall, that tiger was like, "Gotcha!"
Yeah.
and took him.
It's just vulnerability.
Think about, nature. Mm-hmm. They did that show for years, right? And that tiger's
Yeah.
just waiting. Go ahead, trip. It's going to happen.
I got
Just waiting.
We went to the zoo right up the road with my parents, and I literally got sprayed by a tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Have you ever seen
disgusting.
it? It was the funniest thing because me and Caden and Kylie were over here, and her and her mom, the cage 90 degrees right there, and there's a white Bengal tiger, and then there's a bear over here, and then they have other tigers.
It was the gold one that sprayed
Was it the
me.
gold one?
The orange one.
And I look over.
Regular.
He's the whole time we were there. He's walking the fence line, spraying
spraying people?
no, he's just spraying the fence as his
Oh, okay,
territory.
okay.
And her and her mom are a good 10 feet.
Yeah, we're
From the
right next to
fence?
the cage. My mom
And
got a little bit. I got
look
most
over,
of it.
he lifts his tail, does the wiggle, and just sprays. And both her and mom go, oh, we got wet. What is that? And I was like, you just got sprayed by a
that
tiger.
is
And it was just
so
all
gross.
down.
I mean, I got it the worst.
He owned you. He
Yeah.
was like, you are mine.
I told Morgan, I was like, I could probably walk in that cage right now and be completely fine.
Yeah, do you think you really could walk in the cage and you'd be fine? I mean, he just
Because I mean,
marked you.
I had his scent.
No. The trainer can do that. See, most of these trainers have these tigers from like birth. So there's a respect and there's a love there, but still they're just wild animals. But you start tripping and moving all fast and they're like, oh, something's wrong. So like, all right, the cat, your Penny, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's walking around and she's fine and you know, everything. And then if you kind of move quick,
Then she attacks Kylie.
Yeah, she attacks Kylie all the time.
well, I mean, imagine that. But if that cat was 500 pounds with razor sharp
Yeah.
teeth, right? It's a big deal.
I tell her that at the same time. Can you imagine? You see how quick a cat moves and how much they can tear you up with these little bitty paws? Can you imagine a huge tiger moving that fast
It's just the ice machine. It's
He
okay.
was so loud.
and just ripping you up?
All right, so the circus conversation. You ruined it.
What ruined it for you? Wasn't it Killer Clowns?
It was it.
It.
Yeah.
The new one. Are you going to watch it?
New one?
There's a new It being made.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie.
Megan's like, no.
You could not pay me to watch that movie.
I don't want to. I never saw the old one. I have no desire
What?
to.
You've never seen the old one?
We
Don't
have
ever
it on
watch it.
DVD.
I've never watched it.
Really?
The
Great movie.
cover freaks me out.
Katie, don't ever watch it.
The cover scares me.
If you're already freaked out, if he actually gets you to watch it, you're going to freak out.
It's so good. We got to watch that. Tell us a story about the lake.
With my brother?
No, just you.
I wasn't at a lake.
No, I'm talking about don't invite your brother here. You just tell me the story.
Oh. I know what is. I went to the lake with my brother.
Okay.
Okay. No, when we lived with my dad, me and Jacob decided to go to the little pond across the field.
That's where you run away.
He just gets up and walks away like you're not even talking.
And we were fishing, and this you can't like eat the fish, so you just catch them and throw them back. And Jacob was like, "Oh, Megan, it looks like it's gonna rain."
That's so effing mean. Like, I really feel like if you're not going to eat the fish, don't stick them with don't pierce
They're
them.
okay. That's what they're bred for.
Did they tell you that? Did they tell you,
Yeah.
hey, it's fine. It's fine.
fine.
It's fine. You ever listen to Mitch Hedberg?
No.
He says he was like, if fish could talk and you stuck your head in the water, the ocean would be so freaking loud.
I imagine.
Of just people going, ah,
Oh my gosh.
you got me again.
Poor little fish.
I think if you're stupid enough to go after the hook, you should get hooked.
They don't go after the hook.
They
You
do.
put worms and stuff on it.
But
You
some people
trick
don't
'em.
even use a worm.
You
It's like
trick
a
'em.
lure.
Which is a trick. You put a trick into the. What if you were walking outside and there was like a beautiful piece of turkey laying on the ground and you picked it up and you're
A
like,
beautiful piece of turkey.
You're like, I'm going to eat this.
Will there
beautiful
be a plate?
piece of turkey? Yeah, it's on a plate.
Okay.
And there's like yams and it's like
I don't like
Thanksgiving.
yams.
Okay, what do you like? You don't like
Macaroni
clowns?
and
You don't like macaroni and cheese. Okay, do you like turkey?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a big plate of hot turkey, macaroni and cheese, and
Okay.
it's on your front porch. Somebody rings the doorbell. You walk out there and you're like, wow, this is great. And you pick up that turkey leg and you bite into it, and the next thing you know, you're being drugged across the front yard with this sharp object in your lip.
First of all, I don't take things that I don't know what they are. So I probably wouldn't take it.
Okay, so let's say for the sake of this conversation, you don't have a grocery store or can get food from anywhere because they don't have that under the ocean.
Okay.
You're just like, oh, wow, there's dinner. And then you start to eat it, and somebody sticks a hook through your lip and drags you out of your home.
Well, that's my problem, I guess.
And then they go, just joking, and pull it out and throw you back in
I would be thankful that they were just kidding. Just kidding. You're too small.
until it happens. She'll be cussing the whole way back. Hey, I'm just telling you, if you find any food on the front porch, don't eat it. Don't eat the food off of the front porch. Where did he go?
He went to the bathroom.
He did this last time, didn't he? Didn't he get up like last time and just like pee like 87 times?
Yeah.
Oh, we lied. There was an episode that we did a long, long time ago with 4 people. But it,
Fell off the map.
yeah, it didn't really, we didn't have real microphones or anything. It was pretty,
we had one microphone
and it was like
that was just like in the middle.
that
the table.
$10 Skype microphone that you can order off of eBay. Did you tell the story?
No.
All right, tell the story.
You interrupted her and
Well,
went on your fish rant
yeah.
about how we shouldn't hook fish in their mouth
Stop
because it's
touching
cruel.
the table. Come on, you're killing me.
That's the way of life.
Boom.
I love
What?
fishing.
So that's the way of life.
Oh, I got you. I still can't. I've got headphones on. I couldn't hear what he's mumbling.
That's the way of life.
That's the way
Hooking
of life.
fish, catching them, eating them. I don't like fish, but
I like to go fishing.
Okay, tell your story.
Okay, well, anyway, we're at the pond. Jacob goes, "Oh, Megan, it looks like it's going to rain. We should probably head back now." And I was like, "Oh, no, Jacob. You're going to be fine. It's fine." And a few minutes later, yeah, it starts freaking pour. I mean, this is like heavy rain. And the fields are dug up, okay? So they're dirt everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
And so Jacob's like, "Well, we need to go." So we
It
start.
rained for such a long time. There was big old fat rain, and then there was skinny rain, and there was rain that came from the side. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
got off on a rant there.
I might
Forrest
not be
Gump.
a smart man, but I know what love is.
You sound kind of Scottish,
Scottish,
British mix or something.
I swear, one day I'm going to be able to do impressions. All right, go ahead.
Well, anyway, so we're walking back in the.
We're never going to get done with this story.
You keep interrupting.
It is a funny story, though. This is a really funny story.
Everybody's listening right
It's
now
like
going,
really
I don't remember
mud-
how this started. It was 27 minutes
Will
ago.
you stop?
It's like really muddy,
Okay.
and our feet keep like sinking, and I just couldn't. I couldn't get out of the
Let the
freaking
drama
mud.
unfold in your
I,
head.
I couldn't get out of it, and I fall. And Jacob turns around. And he was like, "Megan," I
Wasn't
was
it
like,
pouring down rain?
"Yeah." I was like, "Go on without me."
Oh my gosh.
He was like, "Megan, come on."
I can picture it.
Yeah.
Again. Go! Leave me here!
I was in the freaking mud. I'm like, "Go on without
Oh my gosh.
And you're only like 3'9", so that must have been super
me." I'm like 5'2".
You are
not-
now, but what were you then?
I was probably about the same size.
Oh, okay.
That's not too far away from 3'9".
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Did you see the video I sent you today?
You didn't send me a video.
Whatever. I sent you a video today.
Was that today?
Yeah, that was today.
Oh.
It was 3 days
That seems
ago.
like it was so long ago.
Okay, I'll let you guys see this video real quick. This is amazing. So, I love Facebook.
I love Facebook.
Oh my god.
Like, when I skim through Facebook, it's real fast. Like, I hardly ever read
Yeah, I've
anything.
watched him. Like, he'll be laid in bed at night, like, flipping through his Facebook, and he's like, like, how do you see any of that stuff?
She does the same thing when I'm watching TV, like I'm turning the channels. You guys ever see Toy Story 2 when they're looking for the Chicken Man on the
commercial?
TV?
And then Ham's like,
let me do
let me
it.
take the wheel.
he's like, "You missed it. It'll take too long to go back."
We're already halfway around. We're gonna keep going. That's how I turn the
Are
channel.
you looking forward to Toy Story 4?
Oh, I'm looking for it every day.
It comes out, isn't it supposed to, it's like slated to come out on
Well, thinking
our
of-
10th anniversary.
Thinking of
Oh,
Disney,
wow.
Disney, Pixar, Marvel. Did you see the new preview for Ant-Man?
I have
That's
not.
gonna be.
Did you see
good.
it?
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
You see who it is playing Ant-Man?
No.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Are you serious? I love him.
He's so funny.
I love him.
They like shrink down and they're on like this little toy train track set, throwing trains and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty neat.
Okay, for the sake of our listeners being able to find the video, it's called Midgets Boxing,
Oh my gosh.
and it's the video quality's not that great. She didn't watch it yet. I am by no means saying it's okay to call vertically challenged people midgets, but that's just the name of the video. So I'm gonna hand this to you guys. Hit play and watch it together.
Oh my god.
That one is
That guy's really small.
so small. He's like 2 feet tall. Like, he's really small.
Oh, he took him out.
That guy's like, "Get up."
Oh, he took him in the face again. Straight shot.
Like, he is jacking that
this is-
dude's jaw
Oh,
up.
he took him down.
The little guy, I can't see the screen. Is the
Yeah.
little guy's down? Okay, keep watching.
Is kickboxing not regular?
Yo,
boxing?
kickboxing, yeah. But it's called Midgets Boxing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's
When he
kickboxing.
started using his knee, I was like, "This is kick."
I like the music.
What are they in India?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that little, the little one
He keeps
is...
sticking him dead on.
yeah, it's like the bigger one is like he doesn't see it
Where's his
coming.
guard?
It's like, dude, he keeps hitting you the exact same
Yeah.
way. Like,
He doesn't have his
when-
gloves up in front of his face.
And he just keeps taking it right in the jaw.
That's it.
He's like, took him down.
What do you guys think? That's pretty good, right? All right, let's do some Dear Bobby while we got a ton of people at the table.
All right. Dear Bobby, my husband Wait, is this the one I was going to read?
Oh, gee.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I have to make sure I have the right one pulled up. Let me start over. Dear Bobby. I hate it when you do that. I hate it so much. My husband of 28 years had a bone marrow transplant, and 6 months ago he learned who his donor was. Now he wants to meet up with the person. Turns out it was a woman. I'm not usually a jealous person, but it's all he ever talks about every single minute of the day. He wants to meet her 2 hours from where we live. I'm fine with it, but I'm tired of hearing how great she is. What can I do to keep the peace in my house?
More sex, probably.
Oh my God.
Why is this guy wanting to drive 2 hours away to meet some woman?
Because she saved his life.
When you come to being very thankful for something like that, especially when it comes to bone marrow transplant, it could be cancers or something like that. And bone marrow, you can lose your life very quickly over. Some people just want to be thankful for what they've done. It may just be closure. That's all it may be. I don't see.
I think she just needs to calm down.
I have mixed emotions about it. I do, because I'm on the bone marrow registry as a donor. Like, if I'm ever matched with someone, I'll volunteer. And it's,
you know how much that hurts?
They make sure
Have you seen
that
a bone marrow transplant procedure?
you're very important. Then there's two
on Grey's
different,
Anatomy.
There's two different ways of donating, and one is significantly more painful than the other. But anyway, I thought about it, and I wanted to be a donor because it could potentially save someone's life. So I understand that, it's a really big deal, and I'm sure he has a huge amount of gratitude for this woman, whether it's woman, man, whoever. I'm sure he has, she probably saved his life. I don't know the backstory of why he needed the bone marrow transplant.
So when you become a bone marrow transplant giver person, you don't pick who you give it to, right?
No.
No, they match you.
Okay.
Once you match, they'll give you a call and say, hey, we found a match for your bone marrow. We see that you're donating.
Yeah, like I had
Pretty
to,
much when can you come in and get it done?
I had to send in a sample of my DNA so that they, could match me with someone. I mean, I haven't been matched yet. I may never get matched, but.
Okay.
Somewhat similar to the organ donor card on a driver's license, except this time you actually, pretty much you've signed into it.
You don't have to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to die to give it up.
Sure. Okay, so you don't choose the person. They just basically call you and go, okay, well, you're a
Yeah, you're a
donor.
match, yeah.
You're going to save somebody's life. Let's do it, right? Everybody agreed? You ready for Bob to pick this Dear Bobby apart? Okay, this is the reason why you're all wrong. Everybody at the table but me. Well, I guess you're half right because you said you have mixed
Listen,
emotions.
I see both sides of the argument.
Okay, so let's just step to a side of the argument that's not even in this. Let's pretend like all three of you are donors, right? You get the letter in the mail, the phone call, whatever. You do the doning. Doning, is that right?
Donating.
Donating?
That would be the right word.
We're going to go with doning.
Doning?
I like
condoning?
I like doning.
No, it's donating.
So you're going to go do the
let him roll
doning.
with it.
You're going to do the doning. We're rolling with it. Bob word of the day, doning. Okay, so you go up there, you do whatever. So he never met her, right? So you just do it here in your hospital. They ship it to him. It's good to go, right? So 2 weeks later, ring, 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 ring. You get a phone call, right? You guys want to practice? We'll go with you first, Katie. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hi. You don't know me, but you donated some bone marrow to me, and it saved my life. And I was, can I come meet you?
No.
Honestly, what comes behind donoring is a confidentiality agreement and a HIPAA law where you really don't have access to.
But this dude found out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, see, I want to know what the circumstances. How did he find out? 'Cause,
Okay.
yeah, it's
so,
supposed to be like anonymous.
Yeah, this person gave me a kidney. Let me call him up.
that's one side of the reason why, no, you shouldn't go do it. So you guys agree with that one? A little creepy, right? Because you never know what's going to happen.
20 years ago,
But, I
no,
mean, it
but
sounds
nowadays, with
like-
the way people are, probably.
It sounds like there has been at least some basic communication between him and this woman if he knows that she's 2 hours away and, they've obviously agreed. So, I mean, there's already been communication there
Sure.
somehow.
But I mean, like, this person, if they want to donate their bone marrow, they're obviously a very nice person. So maybe it's that type of person that doesn't know how to say, no, I don't want to. Exactly. Katie.
Katie.
Katie would be like, well, my
great.
my
I'd love to
address
meet
is
you anytime you want. We can meet at McDonald's dark
185-6
parking lot.
Westover Street, Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, come on over. And then she hangs up. She's going to be like, Bob, this is bad. And I was like, you gave him our address? Now we got to move. 2 hours. He's 2 hours away. We got to move quick. Just leave the stuff. We're out of here.
Leave the stuff.
Just leave the things. But I mean, like, it could be ruined. There's a lot of creepy, strange people out in the world. Mm-hmm. Okay? Well, let's move on to another argument. We'll say that in this instance, you're right. There's been communication. They're okay with it.
It
Next
sounds like
argument.
there's been communication.
You too. And this is going to be weird because you guys have a weird relationship. So we're going to see what happens.
I think we have a normal relationship.
You guys are
bossy, controlling
donors,
wife?
right?
Is that what you mean?
I think that's every
Let
relationship.
the argument. It's not. It's just you guys. Let the arguments begin.
I mean,
go ahead. We'll record
It
it.
is true because everybody says you guys have a really weird relationship.
I think it's normal. I don't see anything weird about it. It works for us.
What was the question?
You guys don't see anything weird about it because you're on the inside. Us,
No, I see the weirdness. She's just jaded by the fact.
us on the outside, we're like, oh.
I don't think it's weird.
All right, yeah, it's not weird. It's not weird at all. Chirp, chirp.
What's the question?
Okay, so Morgan is a donor, right? And no, Megan's
I'm
the
the
donor.
donor.
Megan's the donor. She donates, right? Then some guy calls,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I want to come meet
She
you."
did the doning.
Yeah, she did the doning. She goes and does the doning. The guy calls, and he drives 2 hours to meet your wife.
by
And they-
herself.
By himself. They hang out for a long time.
There's no hanging. I'll be there.
It's
not-
there will be
See,
no
see,
hanging
look.
out alone. Okay.
It's already
see,
happening. He's like, "You're not hanging out."
I would have called him and told him, "Hey, this guy's coming over. You want to come?" Because even when like the cable guy comes, he has to be here because people are
I'll
crazy.
be work. She's like,
Yeah, I don't like
I
to be
scheduled
home
the cable
alone
guy
whenever.
from 8 to 12 tomorrow. She's like, you have to be home.
If you
I'm
watch
just-
the
I'm the
ID,
He can
same.
kill all of us and slaughter
no.
us. And,
If you watch the ID
install
channel,
our cable.
Why are all of us talking at the same time? This is in the earphones. This is
like if you watch the ID network, you will never allow somebody in your home
The thing
again.
is, the reality TV and the things that go on in the world is just jaded life as she knows it. Mm-hmm. So she thinks bad of everything.
Yes.
I'm still old school where some things are still good and some things may be bad. I'm not going to...
So at the table, he's done first.
Yeah.
It's all bad now, dude. It's not too much good left.
There's still some
Hey,
good
you guys want
life.
to play a game?
Yeah.
You never finished your question. Where are you? I want to know
remind
where
me-
you're
remind
going
me-
with this.
Remind me about the game after the Dear Bobby. We'll play the game. Already, just in the quick, they're going to meet up. The
Oh, your ice
husband,
is melted.
Yeah.
the husband's like, "Oh, you're not meeting him by yourself."
Yeah.
So there's a problem. I mean, like, there's a reason.
It's not coming down to just you're meeting another guy. It's a protection issue that you don't
Right.
want her to be in danger, I guess.
There's
Yeah.
a reason why it's anonymous, and it needs to stay that way.
I personally don't see anything wrong with it.
Now, back to us.
I'm really weird.
I get somebody does the doning for me, right? They
Oh,
say,
you ain't going 2 hours away to meet this woman. No. No.
so 5 minutes ago.
You can send her a thank you card and some flowers. No,
Don't
that's
put
what
a
I
return
said.
address on the envelope.
That's what I said. I see both sides of the argument. I can understand that he wants to show his gratitude to this woman, meet her, say thank you, because I mean he probably owes her his life to her. But at the same time, it's inappropriate. I think it's
Why?
an inappropriate
It really
situation.
depends on the situation because there was a story a couple months back where somebody had donated a heart to somebody or their child had passed away and they donated the heart to somebody that needed a heart and the heart fit perfectly and then they wanted to hear the heart for the first time because it was their child's heart and they were extremely happy. The people were grateful. So it all really depends on the situation.
Yeah.
I don't know why the wife.
When you got somebody to meet your husband or wife,
See, but we're not talking about that situation. We're talking about the Dear Bobby.
I don't know why the wife doesn't say, "Why don't I go with you?"
Because it's 2 hours away and creepy. That's why.
Why doesn't she just go with him? If she's so worried about it, that way he gets,
kind of like making a box cutter.
to be thankful. What?
Okay.
Box cutter. A little box
I have a
cutter.
box cutter.
Megan.
Yes.
Morgan, somebody's done the doning for him. Mm-hmm. And he's just talking about how great this woman is, and he's going to drive 2 hours to meet her.
Okay.
You're okay with it?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Your relationship is weird.
I don't think that's weird. Like, okay, say it's because she saved his life. That's like something for me to be thankful for because he's still here. So why wouldn't I let him go meet her? She's probably a hideous troll.
I think it becomes
That
weird
hideous
if
bone
possibly-
marrow doning troll.
If she's like, yeah, you can go meet her, I'll stay home and you go meet her. It just all comes down to make sure everything's okay. It really does. Because they don't know where you're coming from when you're meeting them somewhere. So once you part ways,
I think, the only way that it would be okay is to say, your family and my family, let's meet.
That's what I was saying.
But like one-on-one, married me, it's that can
Like
be
if-
inappropriate. If he really wanted to meet her in person that bad, then
Like the
yes.
wife
this
should
is
go
probably
with him.
the longest drawn out dear body I've heard.
Yeah. It's anonymous for a reason. You don't track that person down, and especially if you're married. I get it. Like, that's fine. Call them. And if you want to meet them, go meet them.
I mean, honestly,
Take
20
your
years ago,
significant
you could
other.
not track somebody down. Now you got to Google at your fingertips and Facebook and social media, and you can find somebody in a heartbeat.
Take your significant other if you have to, but once you do, that's it. And make sure that person's okay with it. And they're not just being nice.
Yeah.
Right? You guys good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? You turning the air down? Yep. Nice.
Can we play a game?
Oh yeah, you said we were gonna play a game.
We have to wait for Morgan to get back. He left again.
a game?
Did he go to pee again?
I think so.
I think he has prostate
It's
problems.
it's
Let's play a
impressive
game.
because he pees more than me, and I pee a lot.
You do pee a lot.
He has a
I
weak
pee-
bladder.
I pee a lot, and Morgan's already peed twice since we started.
Morgan.
I thought he was
What
going
if-
to say Mario. I was like, well,
What if it
Mario's
was
not
like?
here.
What if it was like 3:00 in the morning? You're sleeping, and like you roll
You
over.
wouldn't wake me up.
You roll over, and you wake up for no reason, but just the hairs on the back of your neck are standing up,
Like you feel like you're being watched.
and you hear Morgan.
I am out.
That'd be her. You're not going to wake me up.
I'm telling you right now, if I heard that, I'm out. I am out the door. I'm gone.
Megan's like,
Oh, we gotta move.
Megan's like, he's right here. I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Have you told him the story about in the bedroom when you're like your leg and stuff?
Whoa,
like that?
whoa,
Sitting down
easy.
in
This
bed?
is a family podcast.
No, it's creepy,
Oh.
dude. You don't know what goes on in this house. It's creepy.
So I'm pretty sure the house has a ghost.
We call our Steve.
Look at Katie. She's like,
She's yawning. She already don't like the story. Go ahead, tell us the
And,
story.
well, it started because I got scratched in Kylie's closet on my back. And then,
Some
like
freaky stuff you guys are doing.
when
well, you
I...
remember that, don't you?
No, I wasn't there. I don't know what you guys are
You
talking
don't-
about.
She never told you that story?
Yeah, that was a while back.
I'm making jokes.
Oh.
This podcast isn't as funny as I thought it was.
You're not as funny as you think you are.
Maybe.
I love you though.
Tell your damn story.
You're hilarious. I laugh at your jokes all
You're
the
so
time.
funy. You should be a comedian.
You know what?
Anyways,
Just kidding.
I have power control over this. Every time I tell a joke, I'm gonna loop laughter in. Every time you guys tell a joke, I'm gonna loop booze in.
Wah wah wah.
You should just do crickets. Chirp, chirp.
Chirp, 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 chirp. All right,
Well, anyway,
tell the story.
Like when I fold laundry, the lights dim and stuff. And Penny has like looked behind me. Just like wide-eyed, just staring like in the distance behind me.
The cat.
Yeah, she's freaky. It never really like bothered me, but one time I was laying in bed and it felt like something, like when Penny jumps on the bed, you know, you kind of feel it dip down. So that's what, I'm turned this way, away from the door. So that's what I thought it was. So I went to reach down to pet her and there was nobody there. Absolutely nobody there.
Creepy.
what about the time you were sleeping and you saw something in your sleep? And you woke up, the guy screaming or something like that?
Oh, yeah. It was last week. It was,
No. This was a while ago, not last week. We're talking about last week. This was months ago, where you had your eyes shut and you saw something in your dream.
Oh my god, yeah. I was like falling asleep and I wasn't like quite asleep, but I wasn't all the way awake. And
I was trying to see what you were doing. Like,
She's drawing on the-
Megan's really
the
into this
blanket.
story,
I was
and you have
listening.
this blank stare, and you're just like playing with, playing with the stuff on the table.
I was like making it.
I was trying to see what she's doing. I was like, what is she
like-
doing? That's like so
I really was
interesting.
listening.
You were pouring your little heart out. You were telling us these stories, and Katie's just like, "Meh, I'm gonna touch the table.
I can't stop touching this blanket.
Why are these people on my show?"
Hey, it's only like $20 from JCPenney
No, it was on sale.
for $20.
I keep interrupting her stories.
You do. You gotta stop.
Anyways,
Well, anyway,
Knock
Continue,
knock.
Megan.
Knock knock.
who's there?
Interrupting Bob.
Like the cow?
Okay, so you were in the closet.
No, I'm not in
Doing
the
something
closet.
kinky, you're
I'm
back to
She was
sleeping.
dreaming.
Okay.
She was dreaming.
I wasn't dream. It was kind of like I was like falling, like half asleep. And
Yeah,
half
like
awake.
in the twilight zone.
And all I see, like when I'm like sleeping, is this guy, and he grabs his chest and dies.
In your room?
No, just I can see him and know what he looks like, and I think that's my ghost. I think that's who it is.
And something happened?
No, I just woke up.
Yeah. She's had a lot of creepy experiences, man. It's,
Like last week, I had like right before I woke up to get Caden, it sounded like somebody screamed in my ear. Like blood curdling, creepy kind of
Probably
scream.
one of them children you have.
No, they were sleeping.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Because your kids are creepy at night.
no, she's had experiences.
Dude,
when
I'm
she's
a-
laying in bed, she's had some really creepy stuff going on.
Here's the thing. Let's say that it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you hear child's laughter. It's like, oh, the sun's shining, kids are laughing, it's great. You take that same exact laugh and have that at like 2 o'clock in the morning when the lights are out. That'll
It's
make the
not
hair
great.
on the back of your neck stand up.
Yeah,
That
it's
mess is
creepy.
crazy. When we were here watching your kids while you were gone,
Oh, yeah.
and I go upstairs and there's one just standing in the doorway.
Like poltergeist?
And I'm like,
yeah.
I said, you okay? And she just turns around and walks back in her room, and I'm just like, I'm not going back upstairs. These kids can stay up all night if they want to. I'm not going back up there. Well,
There's been times where like one of our babies has like they'll look past me and they're like, you know, like staring at the ceiling, like they're looking at something, and I'm like,
and it makes you turn around
Yeah.
and look like, what
Well,
are
they
they
say,
looking
you know,
at?
innocent children can see spirits or whatever.
I don't
The
wanna
same
hear
thing
that.
Well, the same thing happened with Kylie when we lived in the house on Murray Fork in Fayetteville. It happened
that's when it started.
Stop all the time.
I think like whoever this person is, attached itself to Kylie. Kylie brought it here. Then he just kind of attached itself to me.
I
It's
think we
just
need
here.
to pack up the stuff and leave. Yeah.
It doesn't bother anybody else.
No, because
It's kind of bothering me.
and literally it's gotten so serious that we have both been in Kylie Risk going saying, leave her alone, because she is constantly waking up screaming.
This was at the house in Fayetteville.
Like it got really intense there for a while.
So your dream,
Even Jacob, who was a ghost hunter with his group, that
with
he
the
did-
quotes,
yeah.
ghost, quote
Well, I mean, they're not like ghost hunters
hunter.
on TV, but they have the mechanisms and stuff to do that stuff. And he's like, I'm not doing it, Megan. I'm not.
No,
doing
he told me just to leave it alone.
it. Yeah.
So your dream, it reminded me of something that you wanted me to talk about, the spiders.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you the story about the spiders in the dream? Okay,
oh, you
so
never. It's sorry because we were talking about my phone number, and you never let me tell my story because you're like,
Yeah, because he's
stop.
like, wait.
Oh, your phone number. Do you know the story about her phone number?
Well, all I heard was
I-
that it was her.
Okay, so
ex-boyfriend's phone.
okay.
I was getting all these
Oh,
phone
his ex-girl.
calls, and they were asking. I'm not going to say her name on the podcast, but anyway, they were all asking for a specific girl's name. And after like probably the 8th time, I was like, "Man, this name sounds really familiar." And I was trying to think where I had heard the name.
She told me the name.
And so I called him, and I was like, "Your ex-girlfriend, was her last name this?" And he's
Bleep,
like,
bleep.
"Yeah." I said, "Because I keep getting phone calls that are asking for her." He goes, "Oh, you didn't know? You have her old phone number."
Oh, you didn't know? By the way.
Like, whenever
It's
I got my
crazy.
cell phone, my
Right.
very first cell phone, the number that I was given was
Was
her
mine.
his
That's
ex-girlfriend's
Yeah.
phone number.
And that's still the same number you have today.
And it's the
So,
same. I've had it for
It's like
over 10 years.
I'm not meant to be with Katie. so much.
It's just my phone number.
I'm meant to be with her phone number.
I better never change my phone number.
That phone number followed me across states. Like, that's insane, right?
That is insane.
I remember, like, she told me her phone number when when she first got her phone, we were starting to sort of date. And I remember sitting there one night.
Sort of.
We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that story. Megan was there.
Megan knows all about it.
We'll come back up here again and we'll talk those stories. But
just sit on
I remember thinking to myself, I was like, I'm not good with remembering numbers like she is, but I remembered her number really easily. That's
It's a very
weird.
easy number to remember.
That's weird. And then one day it hit me. Oh, that's because I memorized this number already. I dated
Because
that
back
girl
in
for
the
like
day,
3 years with
there
that
was-
number.
You only have a speed dial. There's no look up contacts. It was just
You had to memorize phone numbers.
Oh no, I had contacts. When I was dating
I
that
had
girl,
contacts.
I had contacts. When I was dating that girl, I had that Nokia phone with the green screen. It was like a brick.
I
Yeah.
had the same thing. It was
Yeah.
a green phone. Mm-hmm. Yep, had the same thing.
It was like the equivalent of like iPhone today. Like it was the popular.
Oh yeah, it had the
phone.
bowling game on it. That was it.
Yeah, I had
the
that.
bowling game. So I had that phone. Side story during the hurricane in Leland. I think it was Hurricane Bertha.
No, it couldn't have been Bertha because I was in middle school for that. I was in like 6th or 7th
Fran?
grade, and you're younger than me.
Hurricane Fran. There was a hurricane.
They're both
All
in
right.
the 90s.
It was in the 90s. No, it was in the
No, this
2000s.
was early 2000s.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was like you did not have a cell phone.
Whichever
in the
hurricane
90s.
was around 2000 and I'm gonna say 2003, 2004
I
ish.
can't remember. There's been
So,
so
whatever.
many.
There was it doesn't matter what the name was. We're gonna say Hurricane Steve. So I accidentally left that phone outside on my trunk of the car during the hurricane.
Oh dear.
So this was back in the day when you didn't survive off of your phone. So like I didn't even realize it was gone for a while. And then I remember I was like, oh, I've lost my phone. I found it outside like the next day underwater. Like as my yard was flooded, I took it inside, broke it open. I took it back outside, put it back on the trunk in the sunlight. It dried out. I put it together. It worked.
It worked, yeah.
If I dropped my iPhone in the toilet right now,
Yeah.
Your $700
That my
brand
$700
new
phone.
iPhone.
Here's your $200 deductible.
yeah, it would never work again. So things have changed.
Well, I mean, you're a little bit younger than me. Me and Kate are about the same age, but when I was 15 and I first started driving, I had a pager.
I wanted
Cell
one. My
phones were
mom
the
said
flip and lift the antenna way up in
I
the
had a
air.
pager. I got it from Zip Zaps.
I never had a pager.
It was
I
$15.
wanted
It
one.
was like clear green.
And there were like special codes that meant certain things and stuff like that too.
My mom was like, only drug dealers have pagers.
So then you had to find the nearest payphone
Right?
to call somebody back.
Back when payphones were only a quarter, I remember when the price went up to 35 cents, everybody was
And
like,
then it went to 50 cents.
and then it jumped to 50 cents. We're like, what is this world coming to?
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood?
Yep.
So there's these two guys standing on the corner, and this one guy pulls out this cell phone, and it's like a huge, massive cell phone with the long antenna on it. And you see him like pick it up, and he dials some numbers and puts it back in his pocket. And then like the guy next to him, he's got a pager, and he goes beep 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 beep. He picks it up, looks at it, puts it back in his pocket, then pulls out his cell phone and like calls the number, and he puts it up to his ear. And the guy beside him's phone rings, and he pulls it up. He's like, yo. He's like, you ready to roll? He's like, all right. And they hang up the phones and walk off together. Because that's the way. It's weird, but like they called it. That was the way society was going. And back in the day, they got it right. Mm-hmm. They got it right. But I'm not going anywhere else with that. I really didn't. Have anything to that story. What'd you say?
You're the
My
spiders.
dream,
That's
the
what we were
spiders.
talking
Okay,
about.
so this same girl.
Great.
This same girl that I was dating that had the phone originally, we were sleeping in
phone
the
number.
phone number. Not
You
phone.
have Kate's phone.
We were sleeping in the living room one night on a pull-out couch. We just decided to like have a movie night. We were gonna pull out the bed, and if we fell asleep, we fell asleep. And we were watching this movie called Toy Soldiers.
No,
If what?
I'm just gonna go ahead.
I don't. What joke are you making? It's a comedy. Go ahead. This is a comedy podcast. What
Well, you
joke are you
said
making?
You said,
if we were gonna go to sleep.
yeah. He said, if.
Oh, if we were going to go to sleep. Her mother lived in that house. We were either going to watch movies or we were going to sleep. So anyways, you're going to hear a cat eating in the background. Pay no attention to the cat eating in the background. Just like the Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention
To the man behind the curtain.
behind the curtain. All right, so listen, jingle, 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 jingle. It's like every time she eats, like a piece of it moves around and
No,
makes
that's
a
her
noise.
collar. Her little
Oh, is that her
thing.
collar? Take her collar off.
Don't take her collar
She's
off.
ruining the show.
Oh my gosh! Stop it.
Okay, so
Let that poor cat eat.
We're laying on the pull-out bed and we're watching this movie called Toy Soldiers. You ever seen that?
Yep.
Super good movie. Well, I'm laying there and I'm watching the movie, and I turn to my left and look at her, dude, and she's got, it must have been 13, 14 spiders crawling out of her hair. Like she has this like just big bushy hair, and they're
Are you
crawling out.
hallucinating?
Listen to the story. They crawl out and start crawling down her face, and she's got her eyes closed. And I was like, "Oh my god!" So I hit them, boom,
You hit her in the face?
and so as soon as I hit her, the spiders just disappeared. Like not like ran away,
Yeah.
but have you ever been dreaming
Faded away.
and like you open your eyes and like the dream just kind of fades away? Well, that's what happens. And in place of that spider is this girl with a death grip on her like blanket, and she's got this look of horror on her face, and she's,
Did you get hit with assault?
dude, I punched her in the face, bam, like that. Left a bruise on her eyeball, like just she had a bruise.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
That's a good story.
Do you want to mention what you were doing before that? Like tripping on acid?
No, I was sleeping, dude.
He is the weirdest sleeper. I could be talking to him, and like he doesn't respond. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I fell asleep." Like he's so weird with his sleep.
Okay, so
Very.
when we first got together before we were married, we lived in this place, and I used to play online poker. And I would come home from work, and I was like, all right, I'm going to play poker all night. So I would set the computer up.
Hey, how's it going? I'm play poker all night.
Am I lying? I did this, right?
I would play too.
You played.
I was-
play too.
It was addictive.
Well, that
Were you
wasn't for
betting
money.
real money?
The stuff that what I'm talking about was real money. I bought you a bunch of stuff from doing that. So I would set the game up, and
By
then
the way, I bought you a bunch of stuff.
I would go to sleep while I'm playing. And as it goes around, when it gets to you, it goes ting. I'd wake up, look at my hand, look at everything else, and I would either bet, call, or fold. And then I would go back to sleep. And I would do it all night long.
Wow.
And get
Now he plays
all of my
pool.
sleep.
He plays like this pool game on his phone.
Yep.
And yeah, when it's not his
Are
turn,
you talking about the
he
same one
sleeps.
from a while back that
Yeah.
you invited me to?
Yep. I set it on. I found this setting to where it'll vibrate. So now I'll just go to sleep and wait. And then it'll vibrate. And I'm like, oh, it's my turn.
He's been playing this
Are you
game.
turning into one of those phone-dependent people?
I'm pretty phone dependent.
You don't tell me. I know Bobby's a phone junkie.
It's
I know
not
he is.
like
So is
that.
Megan. Megan's on the phone all the
I
time.
have no shame.
Like he,
They're like, have you seen this? Such and such said this today. I'm
He
like, I
keeps
haven't been on
his-
Facebook all day.
I found this great video of midget boxing.
like he has it. Like he has chargers all over the house for various electronics. Like, because he's
have
always
no
having
shame.
to charge something in the living room because he's using it and he needs it right now.
But she'll be like, Morgan, you're always on the computer. I'm like,
I'm really good at it.
Yeah, you're on your phone all the time. I'm like, you haven't even said hello to me or your children.
there's I can't remember what it is. There's an Albert Einstein quote referencing technology and what the world will come to with technology, kind of like a 4C in the future or whatever. And it's basically what's going on right now. Just people constantly with technology, the way it's evolving and stuff like that.
Like, we can't even get through dinner without him doing something on his phone.
Sounds like Megan.
When did this become Let's Bash Bob?
I'm not
Are you guys still
bashing
upset because
you.
I called you out on the Dear Bobby thing?
No, I'm not trying to bash you or be mean. I'm just saying you use your phone all the time.
It's okay, Bobby.
Megan can agree with you because she's the exact same way.
Have no shame, because I don't.
This is about to be the Bob and Megan show.
Bob and Megan show.
We'll have like a cool hand.
Look, you're on your phone right now.
You have to Skype.
I think
to do
it's like the same
podcast.
thing with people who watch a lot of TV, you know?
You watch a lot of TV
Megan, you
too.
watch a lot of TV.
All she does is watch reality TV.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Little people, Big World, the Duggars, all this other crap.
I watch everything that you
How is
can
this
think
entertaining?
of. I will
What's that
give
redneck show?
the Party Down South.
Party Down South, bunch of redneck drunks. All they do is freaking get drunk as shit and do stupid stuff.
Oh my
and she
gosh.
thinks it's the most entertaining thing on the planet.
I got a piece of news I want to discuss. Mm-hmm. All right, so here's a story that I found, and I thought it was delightful.
Does it have pastries in it?
Turner or
Pastries?
pastries?
Pastries are delightful.
I love pastries.
When you go into a pastry shop, you're always like, this is so delightful.
I want some pastries right now.
I have honey buns.
Right now.
Do you want a honey
That's
bun?
it. We're going on a honey bun break.
Honey bun break! Who doesn't love honey buns? What?
Are we really going on a honey bun
I
break?
like Boston cream honey buns.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Okay, here's the
Got
story.
those in our store.
Turner, Oregon. An Oregon woman in an online relationship with a man from Alabama set up a table with candles and wine glasses for their first meeting.
Aww.
Right? Sounds
This
great.
is bad because I watch Catfish.
Then he stabs her in the forehead.
So, I'm not going to read the rest of it because if you guys look, it's very
Really long.
Who's the Reader's
This
Digest
is
version?
basically what happens. So she sets up this table, right? They're going to have dinner together for the first time. They're at her house. There's wine, there's food, and she's like, "Close your eyes." And she closes, he closes his eyes, and bam!
Oh gosh.
She hits him in the back of the head with a baseball bat. Right?
This is like Web of Lies.
Like, starts taking him out. He thinks he's gonna die. He passes out at one moment. He wakes up, and there's another lady there, and they're talking about, we gotta get the tarp, and we're gonna get the duct tape. So he's like, please don't kill me. So he eventually talks, he was like, if you just take me to a hospital, I won't say that you did it, I won't turn you in, I just don't want to die. And they took him to the hospital. Obviously, because I'm reading the story,
obviously he's cold.
they found out. So the police get her, and the question is, why? Mm-hmm. And her response is, I don't think I like him.
Oh my god.
Like, they finally met in person. She was like, I don't like this guy. Where's
So
my
I kill him.
Where's my bat?
Oh my god.
There's this show on ID channel called Web of Lies, and it's people conversing on the internet, and yeah, it usually ends up really bad. Like, people die. So that's like a good Web of Lies episode right there.
That's great, right?
I mean, I guess maybe that was she was
Do you think-
having a hard time, telling him, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out.
Do you think she was one of those kids that were like, close your eyes, I'll give you a surprise? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, told that man,
Probably.
close your eyes. And he closes his eyes at a table with wine and food.
I'm sure that's not the surprise he thought.
It's already
he was
got you
gonna
right there. You're like, wine and food? Yeah.
I'll close my eyes. Do I need to pull down my zipper? But yeah, he closes his eyes, and she hits his dude in the back of the head with a baseball bat.
You're like, this is great.
Goodness.
Could you imagine that happening to you?
No.
And then you wake up, and there's two women, and they're like, get the tarp and duct tape. I don't want to die. They're just standing up
I mean,
there like it
good
puts
for him
lotion on
for
its
like
skin.
talking his way out of it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wait, so you're saying if we take you to the hospital, you're not going to tell the cops? That sounds legitimate. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Apparently he
We'll
got
never
out
get
scot
caught.
free because she sounds like an idiot.
So we saw this commercial, and it was this guy walks into a bar, and he's like a farmer, and the premise is because he's a farmer, he doesn't have time to go out and meet women.
Yeah, farmers only.
So yeah, there's a website.
You don't have to be lonely. FarmersOnly.com.
We need to call them and get some money for the sponsorship. But I saw
This episode of the Bob and Katie Show is brought to you by.
You don't have to be lonely.
What is it?
It's like the woman that's got her
At
jeans jacked up like over her belly button,
farmersonly.com.
and she's walking down the cornfield. Yeah, it's good stuff.
I thought that was good. Okay, so you guys want to end the show on a game?
Yes.
You want to play a game?
Do you want to play a game?
All right. Okay, so here we go. This game is called Guess Who.
Okay.
All right?
She's good at guessing.
It's a statistical game. All right? There's 4 of us at the table. In America, 1 out of every 4 people have herpes.
It ain't me.
Well, it's
What?
certainly not me.
Are we guessing a percentage or yes or no? What are we doing? We're playing a game.
I think we know who it is. Oh, so let's just So 1 in 4 people have herpes, and we've
That's
all
a lot.
we've all decided it's Morgan.
Like, that's a whole lot.
Is that a true statistic now?
Yeah.
Like herpes was big in the like 90s and 2000, early 2000s, but now you think people would get smart enough not
I
to.
mean, like, isn't like cold sores is like a herpes
Yeah.
virus?
Yeah,
So I mean,
it's
is
Like the
that
cold sore. Yeah,
counting?
it
Okay.
counts into it.
That's
Sure.
why it's so high.
I was about to say, that's like,
So-
that's crazy. That's an epidemic. Like, that's,
So round
That's
one,
bad.
round one of Guess Who is Morgan. Morgan has herpes. Now, Megan,
Corrected himself. That's good.
Megan and Morgan are married.
you would think that he could say it correctly
Yeah,
after
15 years.
how many years?
Yeah.
Megan and Morgan are married. So now in this room,
This is like a children's book. Meets Megan and Morgan. Megan and Morgan are married.
The caterpillar.
Morgan has herpes.
Not.
Okay. Well, round one. Guess who? 1 in 4 people have herpes. We've all agreed it's Morgan.
We stop.
I'm trying to get through the game. Round 2, math.
I'm horrible at math.
One
Great at math.
1 out of 4 people have herpes, and that person is Morgan. Morgan is currently married to Megan. Now, how many people in the group have herpes?
Just one.
Just one. That's Morgan. That's why I tell him not to touch me.
That is not nice.
Oh, that's it. That's my game.
This is
That was a horrible game.
what kind of game is
I thought we were
that?
gonna play like Guess Who, like the board game.
That was not a fun game.
You should have played like Celebrity Guess Who, like describe a celebrity, and we all had to guess who it was. That's fun.
Like Snooki. I thought we were going to talk about
I
Snooki.
know.
What happened to Snooki?
I did it all for the Snooki.
That was a good album. Was it
Oh gosh.
something than hot dog flavored water?
Yeah, hot dog flavored water.
That sounds disgusting. I like hot dogs.
God, calm down over there.
It's like she's gagging.
I'm going to throw up.
Throw it that way.
Oh, gross.
Oh, you're being serious. Hot dog flavored water.
Stop. Oh
Hot
my
dog
God.
flavored-
It's like my stomach hurts.
What if the hot dog flavored water was warm?
Stop. That's
Like pee.
Just all right. So you got a pot, right? You put like 50 hot dogs in it, chop them up, and just boil them for like 5 days.
You would have a hot dog.
Then you take it out. You take it out and you put it in a blender and put it on puree, right? And then you drink that
Oh my god. That
hot
makes
dog flavored water.
Stop.
Your eyes are tearing up.
that's disgusting.
Like, my stomach hurts. It's like, ugh.
Now, is that meal better if you have Core Ranch Doritos and gummy bears?
Yes.
We're okay with hot dog flavored water
And
now.
Pepsi.
All right, so it
For
sounds
Megan.
like a pretty good deal. Let's go to the store and get a pack of hot dogs real quick.
Just don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water.
You want to do an alcohol statistics game between you three?
Okay. It's got to be more fun than the herpes game.
Golly.
Breathing.
Do we actually have to drink alcohol?
No, you don't like
Oh. I was like, is this a drinking game?
I don't want to drink.
I wish. Sometimes I wish this was a video podcast because the faces you make. Don't drink the water.
All right.
The hot dog flavored water. So I go into the bathroom, and it's a half bath.
Mm-hmm.
Our bathroom is nowhere near as small as that one because it's just it's the bathroom.
You have a hallway to the bathroom.
Yeah. So it's a half bath, very, very small. Well, when you fart in a very, very small enclosed room like that,
It's like farting in the shower,
oh
huh?
my gosh, it was so
Have you
bad.
noticed that in the shower it immediately erupts
Oh,
to your
it's
nose?
bad. Farting in the shower
I think
is
it's
the
like all that
worst.
steam.
It
It's the steam.
intensifies.
Yeah.
Because you're like pointing this way, you're like, I'm good. You're like, oh, I'm not. It just comes right at you.
And you kind of like
horrible.
you slide the curtain open to get it out, and like all that cold air rushes in. You're like, oh,
No.
Yeah, farting in
I'd
the
rather
shower.
smell the stink.
Farting in the shower is the
But
worst.
have you noticed you've always deal with your own fart smell better than
Yeah,
anything
I can
else's?
handle-
You're like, that's all right.
Like, you smell your
If
own
somebody
fart,
else
and you're
farts,
like,
you're
you know
like,
it smells bad, but you're like, it doesn't gross you out. 'cause you're like,
Caden and,
it's
Ky-
grown.
Caden and Kylie's farts smell like an old person that died and just kept farting.
Something wrong with your insides. When your organs done gone bad.
Kylie will fart and she won't tell anybody. She won't say a word. And
You'll
we'll
go,
be
who
like,
farted? She immediately goes, not me.
yeah.
And then everybody says not me. She's like, I did it.
Yeah.
Oh, they got me.
It's just disgusting.
Okay, so you set up a game.
Okay, I have.
What is going to be the name of the section? Not your game, but your section, like Morgan's Mind Teasers. How about that? No? Morgan's Minute?
Morgan's Game Corner.
His face was
Game Corner?
the best.
What are we in 5th grade? Not 5th grade, but what are you, 5?
Morgan's Minute.
Kindergarten?
Morgan's Minute?
There we go. Morgan,
Okay.
because it's going to be 60 seconds to answer all 6 questions
Whoa!
from a number or percentage standpoint.
Okay, so can I introduce it?
Sure.
All right. Here's Morgan's Minute, where the games are made up and the points don't matter.
The points do matter. Because
What's the
points
prize?
I don't know.
What's the
Who cares?
prize? So there's no prize?
What do you want the
The
prize to
points
be?
don't matter like the Kardashians.
Wait. What does the winner get?
A honey bun.
What if
I
you
want a
win?
honey bun.
Then I'm going to eat the honey bun.
Megan will give you $5.
So we can't.
Oh, I will?
Whoa! I'm concerned. So if you win, I don't get a honey bun.
No, you lost, sir.
Yeah, the winner gets a honey bun.
What about me?
You get nothing.
No, all 3 of you are
Well, you
playing.
gotta
I'm not
win.
playing because I'm reading the questions.
Do you get a honey bun?
I don't get a honey bun. The winner gets a honey bun. There are 6 questions. The person that gets the most right gets the honey bun.
Be on point, Bob.
You know I have the power to make you sound stupid, right?
Yeah.
Game is on.
Okay, here we go. Morgan's Minute.
All right, so we're going to start with Megan.
Oh, God.
Or Meg, because she's first.
Megan.
May.
So I'm going to start the stopwatch, whatever. Okay, so this is percentages or numbers. I'll let you know with each question.
Is it multiple choice?
No, you give... Percentages are 0 to 100%.
Okay.
A number can range from 1 to...
And you have the answers.
Infinity.
And whoever's closest.
Whoever's closest gets the point.
So is it like what is it, Family Feud if we can't say an answer that somebody else said?
No, you can say the same answer.
Okay.
We
You
should
both
play
get the
Family
point.
Feud.
If you're both closest, you both
love
get the point.
Family Feud.
Okay.
I was just watching Family
So that's the
Feud
rules.
yesterday.
All right.
I like the one with Steve Harvey. He's
Are we
so
clear?
funny.
That's when we were watching.
Are we clear?
I think he's
Crystal.
I think he's my favorite out of.
Stop sidetracking. We're not talking about the Family Feud.
The
We're talking about
hosts.
Morgan's Minute,
I love
where the
Family
games are made
Feud.
up and the points matter because
For a honey bun.
there's honey buns on the line. This is freaking getting intense.
Are you ready?
Honey buns. Yeah.
Okay. 60 seconds starts now. Percentage of people that drink in their lifetime.
100.
That's right.
Percentage of 18-year-olds that binge drink in the past month.
30.
The number of Americans that die from alcohol deaths each year.
Dear. I don't know, like 40?
The global death last year due to alcohol consumption.
Like the whole year?
Global.
Global?
You got 30 seconds.
60.
No, 30 seconds.
Percentage of children in the U.S. that live with a parent with alcohol problems.
I don't know, like 20%?
And the percentage of 15-year-olds that drink at least one drink within their lifetime.
Like 15.
Almost out of time. All right, we're good.
How'd I do?
I can't tell you till we're done.
But the look on your face, I don't think I did too well.
It's okay.
I
we
feel
ready,
good about
Katie?
my honey bun.
I know. I think you're. I don't know. You have a way of knowing these type of things. Like it's
Telepathic.
weird.
You ready, Katie?
Yes, I'm ready.
Percentage of people that drink in their lifetime.
80.
I said
18-year-olds that binge drink in the past month.
Like percentage,
Percentage.
40%.
The number of Americans that die from alcohol deaths each year.
3,000.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Global death last year due to alcohol consumption. Global.
100,000.
The percentage of children in the U.S. that live with a parent with alcohol problems.
20%. I wasn't.
Percentage of 15-year-olds that have one drink within their lifetime.
35.
Ding, ding, ding.
You didn't tell me it was a number.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Global deaths. I didn't say percentage.
It sounded like you said percentage.
It's okay. Are you ready?
Right, honey bun. Here we go.
Even though they're sitting on the counter. Are we ready?
All right. let's go.
Percentage of people that drink in
81.
their lifetime.
81.
He's playing Price is Right over here. 18 or older that
41.
in the past 20
My answer is 41.
Oh my god, he's memorizing it. Number of Americans die from alcohol deaths.
I'm going to go with 3001.
Oh, dude, really? Global death last year due to alcohol consumption.
We're going to say
He can see the paper.
24,000.
24,000. Percentage of children in the U.S. that live without a parent with alcohol problems.
Probably going to go with 42%.
And then percentage of 15-year-olds that drink in their lifetime.
Percentage of 15-year-olds that drink in their lifetime? I'm going to go with 56%.
All right. Let's tally it up. That was right there. Lila's not outside. She's in the garage.
I think it was upstairs.
Kylie fell off the bed.
She might have felt better, kicked her wall.
Oh, okay.
That scared me.
So do you need a few minutes to figure it out?
Nope. All right, so the percentage of people that drink in their lifetime, Megan said 100%. Every single person in their life drinks.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
Katie said how many?
Katie said 80%,
Okay.
and Bob said 81%.
Did you?
The
I didn't even
answer-
catch that.
Was 86%.
Oh, you bastard. Man, and I was going to say 85, and I changed it to 80.
Oh, if you would have said 85, I would have got it perfect.
18 or older that binge drink in the past month. Megan said 30%. Katie said 40, and Bob said 41. The answer was 24%.
Oh.
So Megan gets it.
I'm
The
playing.
number of Americans that die from alcohol
Don't
deaths
even.
each
I don't
year,
even close.
Megan said 40.
I'm being optimistic.
Katie said 3,000, and Bob Price is right at 3,001. It is 88,000.
Oh, I guess that's a point for Bob.
That's a lot of people.
You
So,
are such a jerk.
Global death.
That's two that I should have gotten.
Global death last year due to alcohol consumption. Megan said 60 in the entire world.
I didn't understand the question.
Katie said 100,000.
Wait.
I'm being optimistic.
No. You didn't understand the question, so you thought it was percentage? You thought 60% of the people that died in the world was from alcohol? Yeah. Either way, your answer wasn't good.
Being optimistic.
Katie said 100,000, and Bob said 24,000. The answer was 3.3 million
Wow,
people.
good.
Oh, I guess that's a point
Okay.
for me.
Percentage of children in the U.S. that live with a parent with alcohol problems.
I said this one kind of
Meg
high, I
said
think.
20. Katie said 20. And Bob said 40. The answer is 10%. So
We both
Katie
get a
and Megan
point.
get a point.
Yeah, I was really high.
So currently we're tied with all three of you because you all have 2 points apiece.
This is the time. This is for the honey bun.
Here we go. Honey bun.
The percentage of 15-year-olds that have at least one drink within their lifetime. Meg said 15%. Katie said 35%. And Bob said 56%. One person got it right on the money.
What?
Katie.
No.
35%.
Yay! The honey bun.
Oh, yeah.
Winner of the Little Debbie honey bun.
I won.
Little Debbie?
I won.
Wait. I got a
know
question.
if they're-
I got a question.
You can't have my honeymoon.
Do you remember that time I paid the rent?
I have another question. Do you remember that time where she gave birth to your kids?
Oh, snap.
What? Do you remember that time I paid for a place for them to live?
Don't challenge her, dude. She
You
go
better
after
stop.
you. I'm telling you.
You don't want to get in
pointless.
this game.
Refer to episode 4 for the answer to that question.
Do you remember that time she provided your kids milk from her body?
All the time. It's all the time.
Honey bun.
All right. Well,
Honey bun. Honey bun.
I am one honey bun short of happiness. I think we're gonna go out on that note.
That was a fun game. That
Megan.
was way more fun than the herpes game. That was not a game.
You guys want to play a different kind of herpes game?
No.
No. Thank you guys for having us. Thanks.
This deer only
in your
has
house,
3
not on the show.
legs.
You can thank us.
Yeah. Thank you for having
for
me on the
having
show.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It only has 3 legs.
What only
Deer
has
only
3
has
legs?
3 legs.
What only has 3 legs?
This
Shout out.
deer.
I am trying to wrap the show. What are you talking about?
This deer on the blanket.
She's playing with the blanket. She did the same
This
thing.
moose has
You started
4.
telling your story, and she looks down at the blanket. I'm play with this blanket.
But
it was
about
really
30
cool.
minutes
I
ago,
was
and Megan
like-
was telling the story. She was going,
Making designs.
Okay, so normally we sign off by saying bye. We always go bye.
Bye.
So we got.
Oh, we're not doing it
we got-
yet?
not yet. Hold on. Slow your roll, Katie. Slow your roll.
I do it every time.
So, what do you want to do? You can do all 4 of us say bye at separate times at the same time. What do you know what? Screw it. We're out.
Bye.
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 bye,
Bye.
bye, bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
You have an extended episode with just these two jokers talking for like 4 hours.